Jeepers Creepers is a movie released in 2001 starring Justin Long and Gina Phillips, written and directed by Victor Salva. Now, I remember when this movie came out and it was marketed as being the scariest movie ever. It's not. This movie centres around a brother and sister played by Justin Long and Gina Phillips, who are making a long trek back from college back home. And in doing so, they end up passing a very terrifying and suspect vehicle that seems to be souped up with some sort of airplane engine, seemingly, that chases them down the street or chases them down the highway. And yeah, they eventually catch up with it and they see what they think is him dumping a body down a tube into the basement of an old church. When they go and investigate, they actually find that not only is the church a burial ground for the worst like ever Sistine Chapel remake of human bodies, but also, interestingly enough, is that there was rumours about two people from their high school, or a young couple from the high school who were killed near to the highway they were driving on, and he finds their bodies there, but preserved. So it's a case of them sort of trying to raise awareness about this church and everything, and the bodies. But unfortunately, by doing this, they bring themselves to the attention of what we know now to be the creeper, the person responsible, the thing responsible for all of those bodies. And the creeper then starts pursuing them, and in particular is pursuing one of them, but we don't know who it is. It's only because of the psychic randomly making contact with them that we realise that actually there is something that one of them wants, and that's the reason why they're being pursued. Spoiler alert, it's after Justin Long. And if you know Justin Long's history in horror movies, you probably guessed that Justin Long will not survive this movie. It turns out that the creeper is able to eat certain parts of people and replace that part of his body with the new thing he's just devoured. And he does that, quite often, and ultimately has done that with Justin Long character's eyes. And the movie ends with just quite a horrible image of Justin Long's dead body sort of like pinned up with his eyes missing and the creeper having them in his head instead. And it's just a quite sort of macabre ending because the villain, the monster, wins in this movie. There's no sense of justice, there's no punishment, there's no retribution. The monster gets away with it, the monster wins, and that's it. Game over, movie finished, done. And I really like that decision because there's all too often in certain horror movies you see a character that's heavily outmatched or outfought by the threat they're facing, but still manage to overcome it somehow. In this one, not so much. This is, it goes a completely different direction, or mostly different direction of what we've seen before. And I really like the original concept of a new monster, something that is new to look at, a new backstory, a sort of like new set of powers, and something again we haven't really seen. However, the horror element in this movie is dumbed down quite a lot. There isn't really much behind it. Yes, you have the heavily or the excessive amount of dead bodies in the basement, but other than that, you don't really have anything else to sort of be freaked out by. The main theme of this movie seems to be the relationship between the brother and sister as they're making their way across country and the bond that they share. But even then, that I don't think it's explored enough. If you are going to sort of delve fully into that, then why would you not go fully in on it and then just have this as a side piece? I really don't understand sort of like I don't really understand why you go through the effort of creating such an original monster and a sort of original concept and then almost ignoring it. It is quite a difficult watch on a rewatch, and it is something that it does drag by. The pacing of it is pretty slow. I mean, you are drip fed certain bits and pieces. There are some ridiculous red herrings that come about to try and build the tension in it artificially, and it doesn't because it isn't really a threat. And there are some other sort of like cheap horror tactics that are put into this movie to try and keep the audience engaged in it. And as soon as those are implemented, you know that this movie was aware it's lost its audience. Overall, we'll give it props for its original concept, but I can't ignore the slow pacing, the lack of horror in a horror movie, and it not really sticking to one theme or the other. It just towing the line in between and not really committing. And for that reason, it's 2 stars. That was my review of Jeepers Creepers. What did you guys think about it? Have you guys seen it before? If whatever you guys thought, please pop it in the comment section below. As always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be uploading another one shortly, but until then, you guys take it easy and I'll catch you on the next one.